Negotiations are underway to avoid a conflict. Iron Hand ogres have been driven back to Shinji Scar. but General Godron warns they remain a serious threat to all Stormhaven.
Take pride in your work, I always say.
If you're in the mark.
Hear ye, hear ye! The king has decreed a no-tolerance policy for the cult known as the Supernal Dreamers. No mercy will be given for those found guilty of aiding or consorting with cult members.
What is it?
Ah, adventurer. The Dread Lady has told me about your exploits at her side. Lyrinth considers you to be quite competent for a mortal. Now, hear the words of her prophet and be enthralled. I bear a message from my lovely and powerful mistress. The Dread Lady requires a mortal's perspective. She finds the situation merely curious, but says it has apocalyptic consequences for our plane of existence. Congratulations, mortal. She has chosen you, and she promises compensation if you survive. Calm, I suppose. But I have faith in Lyrinth, and she seems to have faith in you. I'll mark the destination on your map. Plus, I secured transportation. The regal, sweet daffodil. Oh, and take this pendant. You'll need it when you get there. Sweet Daffodil will whisk you directly to the location. Once there, you must get past the creatures that roam the place to find Lyrinth's hidden lair. The pendant will alert you when the time comes to use it. Then, just follow the trail of energy. Isn't it obvious? The pendant contains an Epiphany blood ruby. It tingles when it senses residual portal magic. Use it, and it will lead you to Lyrinth's lair. How ironic. She chose you to assist her. Not her prophet, but you. A heathen adventurer. That she is. Although gender isn't what you imagine when it comes to classifying Daedric entities. It took a lot of effort to summon her to this plane, just to provide you with convenient transportation. My mistress insisted, however, so I complied. Sweet Daffodil would never harm a flesh fly, let alone a favored curiosity of the Dread Lady. But just to be on the safe side, I suggest not getting too close to her fiery bits. Yes! I am aware of your relationship with my mistress. It may not be as intimate as mine, but she does seem to have a certain fondness for you. Still, we must not use her name so casually. Enemies abound and mortals become skittish so easily. Oh, not in any romantic or mortal interpretation of the word. Not even in the way a child is fond of a puppy or kitten. Dremora aren't like us. You must have realized that by now. But my mistress finds you interesting. Yes, that's a group of Dagonists known as the Order of the Waking Flame has been interfering in my mistress's activities of late. They are of no real concern to her, but I don't want to attract their attention. That she is.
Circle around!
Blade. Remove the blade. Damn enchanted blade. I'll need to figure out how they were able to use it to trap me. But first, we need to talk. Ah, little mortal. Your timing is impeccable as always. Must I say it? That the Dremora you know and admire had a lapse in judgment? That she failed to take her surroundings into account when she opened her portal? Very well, little mortal. I erred, and the Waking Flame took advantage of the opportunity. The Order of the Waking Flame, to be precise. Fanatics devoted to Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Prince of Destruction. 2 of the cultists followed before the portal closed and surprised me. Incapacitated me with that enchanted blade. Quite the opposite. The blade carries a unique enchantment I've never encountered before. It paralyzed me. Gave them the time they needed to portal in others and ransack the place. Quickly, check my coffer. Make sure the velvet pouch is still safe. It's what the velvet pouch contains that matters. I'm still attempting to ascertain its purpose, but since the Dagonists want it, it must be important. My coffer rests on the nearby pedestal. Check on it while I examine this accursed blade. Dremora are difficult to kill. The Dagonists went to... I need to study the magic. Mehrunes Dagon is a... Dremora are difficult to kill, and that's doubly true where I'm concerned. The Dagonists went to great lengths to forge a blade capable of trapping a Dremora inside... I need to study the magic to be sure, but I don't think so. An enchantment of that magnitude is complex and requires a... Mehrunes Dagon is a powerful Daedric prince. Dremora are difficult to kill, and that's doubly true where I'm concerned. The Dag... It's gone, isn't it? Search the rest of my lair. Find the cultist I wounded before the blade brought me low.
The Tremor ought to oppose the flaking flame. Devastator.
I knew I delivered a killing blow. Surprised he made it this far before collapsing. Search the body and retrieve my stolen item. Show me what you found, mortal. Well, little mortal? Did you recover the item that maggot stole from my coffer? Was it in one of his pockets, as I suspected? Let me see that. This letter names the maggot I killed. Devastator Rulin. And it mentions Greenshade. I wonder what they're doing in that miserable place. Indeed, my relic. When I learned that the cult wanted it, I decided to acquire it before they could. I covered my tracks, but apparently there isn't much to tell. I have yet to determine the relic's purpose or function. I was just preparing to study it when the cult invaded my lair. No matter. The letter tells us where to find the Dagonists. Go ahead. Step through the portal. It will take us to Greenshade, close to where I expect we'll find the Dagonists' camp. I shall never get used to Nern's smell. Come, mortal. We have plans to discuss.
I thought I heard.
Zen's price. We don't deserve this. We've done nothing wrong. I'm beginning to think our clan's just cursed. Driven from our home, then we find a new place to settle, only to have the very earth itself rise up against us. I'm from Clan Drilladan. Undead attacked our village weeks ago. We fled here and found this place. I'm from Clan Drilladan. Yes, we're no strangers to battle, but these Hollow, they're unstoppable. Strike one down and another comes forth. Please, if you are as able as you look, Indana still fights to drive them back. She needs help, and... I wonder if you weren't sent by Ifra herself. I hope so. To the north? I don't know, and now that they're far behind us, I don't care. We've found a new home now. We must defend it or die trying.
Well met. If you're made of flesh and bone, I'm calling you a friend. These abominations, the Hollow, they've killed our tree thane and a dozen others. What in oblivion are they, and how do we get... I was afraid you'd say that. And all we know for sure is that the stony bastards are coming from the ground. I was thinking of trying to collapse their holes, but I need someone to defend me while I do it. We're going where the holes are. There are a few big ones they're coming from. Collapsing them may not stop the Hollow completely, but hopefully it'll at least slow them down. If not, well, at least we'll go down fighting. Like where? You want us to move into a city? You want us to move into Marbrook? Not a chance. We're true tree sap people. We live in Valian Wood. We all... slow him down. Quickly, we should get to the clan hold fast.
Children of the forest, these grounds are forbidden to you.
We'll defend
I
our
warn
new
you
home
again.
to the death.
Leave
Come
now
back
or
here, you
suffer the
stony
consequences.
bastard.
Let us speak. I can explain what is happening here.
There's never a wasp nest around when you need it. Stupid wasp. Keeps getting shh. I'm an initiate to a company of hunters called the Hounds. I'm supposed to hunt a wasp as my first quarry, but well, I'm not a very good tracker.
Perhaps you can be more reasonable than this, Bosma. These grounds are forbidden. Allowing them to settle here would threaten the health of the Valenwood. If they do not leave, we will purge them with the forest like a destructive rot. No. There is no alternative. These people must leave. Know that this is not our will. We would not harm anyone of our own accord. We would let them stay. But our directives are not self-determined. They were ingrained when we were created. I do not know. We were created by the Wilder King. Perhaps these were his directives, or perhaps they just come from the forest. Regardless, we are here to ensure no one... I must emphasize to both you and these Bosma that we did not desire this duty, nor did we take any joy in it. But we cannot act against our directives. The only way one might circumvent this is to destroy us, and that would be very difficult to do. Yes. It does not violate my directives to inform you that destroying me would effectively render all the hollow in this area harmless. I have no desire for self-preservation, but know that such an act would do irreversible harm to the Valenwood.
I've never met the Wilder King, but I'm sure he wouldn't have created a bunch of monsters to indiscriminately kill innocent Bosma. Either way, my people have sacrificed enough already. We're staying. Look, if you decide the stone abomination is right, and we shouldn't be allowed to stay here, I'll go back to the clan Holdfast and we'll take a vote. I warn you, though, the Drillidan are not a soft-skinned bunch. I think they'll choose to fight.
Go. Convince your people to leave. It is your only choice.
You shouldn't have done this. I guarantee the clan will want to fight.
Though I have no sense of sentiment, I am able to understand that her intentions are natural and even-handed.
I shall never get used to Nern's smell. Come, mortal. We have plans to discuss.
Joan and Jode preserve us.
I shall never get used to Nern's smell. Come, mortal. We have plans to discuss.
Though I have no sense of sentiment,
The clan voted to stay and kill the one who betrayed us. Fight it out! Burn it! Set it ablaze!
I shall never get used to
I thought I heard that.
to discuss. So much greenery and animal life. How do you mortals stand it? Never mind. Rhetorical question. Let us go deal with the Daganists and retrieve the relic they took from my lair. The note you discovered contains the answer. Where umbrage creeps. It can only refer to one place in this region. Shadows Crawl. I have no doubt we'll find the Daganists near there. The Daganists use portal magic. I can smell its residue on the air. The pendant that Rogatina gave you. It can be used to follow traces of portal magic in the area.
Aurora, how did she overcome the blade?
Never mind that. Get in, and I'll close the portal.
I don't think so. A simple spell will keep the portal open. Mortal, this way. A cave? I hear voices up ahead. It must be the cultists. Dagonists. No better than Daydrats hiding in the bowels of these caves.
We're almost done here. Then on to Oblivion to see the catalyst in action. Hail Dagon!
The Tremora. Coming here was a mistake, Liren. Relentless, you fools!
Stay alert, little mortal. The Dagonists are more dangerous than they appear. Finally! Search the camp and find my relic, little mortal.
Move to flank!
Well done, mortal. You found my relic. Give it to me. So this Sister Seldina wants my relic. And she provided directions on how to use it. Interesting. Curious drawings. Definitely mechanical. But what was that about transforming Daedra? Intriguing. A letter that conveniently lays out the cult's plans, schematics for some strange device, and my relic. Not bad for a day's labor. These items tell me much about what the Daganists are up to. That this Sister Seldina had the audacity to order the cultists to steal my relic. And she gave them the damn blade that incapacitated me. She calls the relic a portal key. Claims it leads to some sort of base in Oblivion. Yes, from which they plan to unleash disasters upon your world. I suspect it has something to do with these schematics. A diagram for some sort of device they call the Cataclysm. It has some purpose regarding Daedric transformation. My minion had better have completed the preparations I assigned her. Come.
Mistress, the adventurer approaches. You dare speak to her lowly prophet when the Dread Lady herself stands nearby? I'm surprised she hasn't flayed you alive for such an insult. Go, my mistress has words for you. Following the orders of the Dread Lady, of course, she sent me to her hidden lair to retrieve the body of this vile cultist. He deserved even worse for daring to raise a hand against my mistress. You seek to understand the desires of the Dread Lady? Blasphemy! Ours is not to puzzle out the whys and wherefores of Lyrinth the Dremora. Ours is but to do whatever she demands of us. Whatever she demands.
We got lucky, little mortal. The letter we found indicated that Sister Seldina wanted the portal key brought to her after the cultists recovered it. For whatever reason, that didn't happen. Perhaps they were waiting for Devastator Rulin to return. Yes, and whose corpse now rests before us. He will serve my purpose as well, I think. Time enough for that later. For now, take this. I understand that your kind expect such treats after performing clever tricks for your betters. Questions about the Order of the Waking Flame still linger, little mortal, and the danger posed to your plane of existence hasn't abated. We can still help each other if you are willing. Before we make use of the portal key, we must complete our own preparations. Then we can find the cult's base in Oblivion and determine their plans for the Cataclysm. You must acquire the root of a fluster fume plant and a tincture of befuddlement. The relic opens a portal to Oblivion, most likely the Deadlands. Regardless, we can't just stroll in and expect them to reveal their plans. I'll use those items to create a potion to fool them. It will make you appear to be the corpse lying here. Cluster fume plants grow nearby, southeast in the caves of Camp Bushnikbar. As for the tincture of befuddlement, I believe Orion the alchemist may have one at the outpost south of Bramblebreach. Return here when you have acquired both. No, it will make you look like the dead cultist when he was still among the living. A little-known plant, the flusterfume has a wide variety of alchemical applications. For our purposes, the root... Consider it an enhancement for the potion I'll create. A strengthening agent, if you will. It provides the necessary... An alchemist I know has a supply. Orion. You can find her...
The tincture is ready, but are you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What did she call herself? A prophet?
Welcome to our tiny outpost. If you're interested in alchemical concoctions, you'll need to talk to Orion.
It works! I can't believe it. I finally figured it out. This could change everything. Our Lurcher Guardians, I've found a way to give each of them special powers. To make them more effective, of course. The Guardians protect the village, and now we can imbue each of them with different elemental tactics. And the best part is that building them isn't even hard. Well, you see, the husks are the same, grown from local flora. It's the Guardians' guts that make it special. Bring me some thunderbug bellies, dew bugs, and hive seeds from outside the village, and I'll show you how to make one.
So, what brings you to our little outpost, traveler? If you're looking for something specific, I must warn you that my alchemical stocks are severely limited at this point in time. Ah, you must be another one of the Dread Lady's followers. I've had a number of pleasant conversations with her prophet Rogatina, and I even got to meet the Dread Lady once. She mentioned she might have need of such a tincture, so I brewed one up. You will tell the Dread Lady and her lovely prophet that I cooperated, won't you? Let Lyrinth know she should consider the tincture to be a gift, to show how much I revere her. I hope that doesn't sound too forward of me.
The tincture is ready, but are you sure you want to deal with that woman?
That woman is very powerful, and I've enjoyed my discussions with her. What did she call herself? A prophet?
That was fast, but I'm not surprised. Did you find the things we need to build you a guardian? Wonderful! Now comes the best part, mixing ingredients to give the guardian its powers. Lightning bellies and hive seeds make a fire guardian. Hive seeds and dew bugs make a wooden guardian. Lightning bellies and dew bugs a water guardian. Yes, it'll be your guardian. Use this husk and build the one you want. Then we'll test it against the others. Lead it over to challenge 2 other guardians. Tell you what, you can even use these healing roots to give your guardian an edge. Let's see how tough your guardian is. Go to the stumps to pitch your guardian against the others. I've never seen a Guardian fight like that! Incredible! You really know how to choose a champion. This day will go down in our clan's history, and you helped make it happen. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out...
You will tell the Dread Lady.
Can you feel it? With the wood orcs gone, it's like the forest is breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Guardians were amazing! I know you helped too, of course.
So the Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me your best.
bright moons! Pakruti welcomes you and prays that the divines grant you luck and great fortune. You have no crates remaining. Purchase more if you wish to try again. This one is not always a good sleeper, but he is willing to put in a few extra hours every day to practice. It is just the kind of hard worker Pakruti is. These gems can be traded for special rewards in the store. Until next time.
Spell-a-law's the name. Gossip and rumor is the game.
Some secrets are meant to remain buried, and those are the ones I love to dig up. When tomb raiders or dungeon looters need help with arcane lore, they call upon me. I've never met a secret I couldn't solve.
Purchase necessities here.
I can't be the only...
Just in time, little mortal. Place the root and the tincture in the cauldron. The root you found was a perfect specimen, and the tincture just the right shade of distraction. The potion should work perfectly now. Of course. Wheels within wheels and all that. After you drink the potion and disguise yourself as a waking flame cultist, I will pretend to be your prisoner. Not only are you returning with a portal key, you're bringing them a gift. Me. Of course. Sister Saldina's letter explained how to align the segments of the portal key. I shall set it accordingly and open a doorway to whatever realm the cult is using as a base. You drink from the cauldron and step through. Then our charade begins. The disguise is perfect. Now, I shall activate the portal key. There. Step through and assume your role. I shall do the same. Definitely not Nern. Let's look around. This is Fargrave. Interesting. We must find the Dagonists and determine what they're doing here. This obscure corner of Oblivion is known only as Fargrave. I certainly didn't expect the portal key to lead us here. I wouldn't have expected you to. The inhabitants prefer their privacy. It's a realm without a prince, which gives them a modicum of freedom. And it's a crossroads of sorts. A way station between Nirn and the rest of Oblivion. Once you find your way to Fargrave, the paths through Oblivion become easier to navigate. Daedra and mortals alike can be found here, engaging in trade on a planar level. I begin to grasp why the Waking Flame have set up operations here. With no prince, the accords that make it harder for other realms to connect to Nirn do not apply. Once they learn the way, with relics such as the portal key, the Waking Flame can move through Fargrave with impunity to reach Nirn and the Deadlands. Not for any reason that won't give you nightmares, little mortal. Now, let's find the cultists so you can present your prisoner. Then we should...
Devastator Rulin? Is that you? We fear the Dremora killed you, and who's that beside you? Is that Lyrinth the Dremora? I'm impressed, Devastator. I didn't imagine your mission would yield such notable results. Indeed, and the Fargrave Cataclysm could use a new Daedric entity. For the next test, of course. I'll let you present her to Sister Saldina personally. Right through that door. I'm sure Sister Saldina...
After the failure at the Dread Cellar, your Fargrave Cataclysm must perform as promised, Saldina.
The device will work as intended, Knockbras. Ah, here comes the Devastator now.
So, the mortal returns from its mission, and it brings a prisoner. How unexpected. And I assumed Lyrinth was more capable. I would never allow myself to be captured by one such as you. Still, Nokvros may want to question her, but does Sister Seldina not teach her Devastators anything of import? Volkinas Nokvros is a favorite of Lord Dagon, sent here to ensure Seldina doesn't mangle the Cataclysm project. Such endeavors... You're a mortal, but do you have to be so naive?
Devastator, you honor me. How can a lowly acolyte serve you? The Cataclysm initiative proceeds apace. Sister Seldina continues to make adjustments and improvements with every version of the device. I understand we're about to witness a new demonstration. Is this some sort of test, Devastator? The Cataclysm is our great work, our role in the larger purpose of the Order of the Waking Flame. We will use the device to bless Daedra with the power of living disasters, and then unleash them on Nirn.
A mortal holding the chains of the infamous Lyrinth Fool Killer? I think that says more about Lyrinth's overblown reputation than it does about your abilities, Devastator. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, Seldina's blade. Pity she can't make enough of those for all of you. Might actually give you mortals the horns you need to rise from the mire of your pitiful existence. Enough. Present your prize to your leader, Devastator.
Release me, Flea, or the pain I bring upon you will be as nothing you have ever imagined.
Devastator Rulin, I assume the blade did its job? Of course it did. How else could you capture Lyrinth the Dremora? She has been a thorn in our side for much too long. Well done. But what about the portal key? Were you able to recover it? A remarkable achievement, Devastator. And fortunate as well. We're about to perform another test with the Fargrave Cataclysm, and Nokvros is hesitant to provide me with any more of his precious Daedra. Lyrinth should do very nicely. I hope that's not skepticism or sarcasm I hear in your voice, Devastator. I get enough of that from Nokvros. Despite the setback at the Dread Cellar, I have every faith in the device. Soon we will unleash an army of... Did your Doombringer tell you nothing? Worth... Devastator Ruler. For your excellent service to the Order, I award you with the privilege of activating the Fargrave Cataclysm. Touch the rune and witness the transformative power of the Cataclysm. Lord Dagon's blessing will turn Lyran into disaster incarnate.
Do what you must, flee. Lyran is ready. Be free.
The Dremora damaged the Cataclysm. Duke of Fire, destroy them!
Shut it down! We must preserve the Cataclysm.
Deal with the Cataclysm, mortal. I'll open a portal back to Nerve.
Laughable mortals! You have no power here!
from the Cataclysm is interfering with my magic. We must find a place where I can open a portal. This is far enough. I will open a portal out of this place. Into the portal before more cultists arrive.
Mistress, you're injured.
Nonsense. Merely a scratch.
Everything was going just...
You did well, little mortal. Sister Saldina and her cultists never suspected a thing, and we returned richer than when we departed. That was never going to happen. My bonds were illusory, and it was a simple enough task to free my... We learned that Sister Saldina's faction of the cult has a base in Fargrave. The power surging through the device carries the tinge of Mehrunes Dagon. It seems it is designed to imbue a Daedra with the energy of a single disaster and transform it into an incarnate. Perhaps. Noctvras seem to think so, and you don't have to. Just know that the cult plans to unleash destruction on your world. Now, I must contemplate the device.
are you still here? The Dread Lady is done with you for now, and she needs her rest. If she requires your assistance in the future, I'm sure she'll find a way to get a message to you. Now go.
So many avenues to ponder. Sister Sildina and the Waking Flame, the Cataclysts, Valkanaz Nakfraz and Mehrunes Dagon's role in all this. I shall return to Fargrave and see... No, never met him before, but I've heard of him. One of Dagon's fiercest generals, a soldier in his ongoing quest to satisfy his insatiable hunger for destruction. It appears he was ordered to work with Sister Sildina, and I don't think he likes it. Like being in the eye of a storm, a deluge of raging infernos, devastating earthquakes, and apocalyptic flood. Because that is where Sister Sildina is. The cult has ambitious plans for the demiplane. We delay... Normally I'd say these woods are no place for riding, but these are no ordinary woods. Seems like the beasts know their way better than I do sometimes.
It's not the horse that makes the mount, but the master. Take care of your animal, and your animal will take care of you.